So anyway, we totally solved everything.
Yeah, totally.
How are things in my absence? We're not dead yet, right?
No.
Whole new character.
Fuck. If I was playing him, he wouldn't have died.
I think last time we did, so according to my notes, last time you spent most of the morning looking for Vivianite cipher codes, and you have just left Mother Rosanna's office in the Pellor Church after promising to help her make Deacon Daniel Dijon calm the fuck down. Pale, I believe you were outside for most of that, but you could have been, eavesdropping through the window or whatever. It is afternoon in Preferred Day 393.
We also found out that one dude's a ghost.
Yes, and the guy who gave you advice is dead, apparently.
Oh.
Because you talked to Mother Rosanna and were like, yeah, this guy sent us to help you. And she was like, that guy's been dead for 2 years. I'm gonna go make sure his grave hasn't been disturbed. Because I'm a church person and that's my job. Part of my job.
Huh?
Wait, were you there? Were you there for Mother Rosanna's office? I thought you were there.
Yes, you were. Yeah, you were.
Oh, no, I was.
Yeah,
okay, I was
we
there
didn't
for
play
that.
last week. Yeah,
That's right. Okay, no, I remember.
You didn't miss it.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. So you're just now leaving Mother Rosanna's office, and I guess Pale, you're hiding in the bushes, being emo.
Yep, that's what I do best.
Fucking freak.
Yes.
Like in Carolina, talk to people.
I'm pretty sure, Carolina, don't you have the highest charisma out of the three of y'all?
No.
Well, the other two have negatives, so...
Yeah, I'm the whole speaking to people.
Yeah, maybe I do have the highest charisma, which is sad.
So I'm pretty sure Pale's -1 and Bastion's -2.
I think I'm negative. No, I'm -2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me find my fucking sheet. Nope.
I heard of
Yep, -2. Yeah, I have 6 charisma.
Nice. I heard of one person who was a druid with negative charisma, so all their wild shapes just look like really fucked up taxidermies.
Oh.
Y'all seen that? And it's so ugly, it's cute kind of thing.
I have a character who has a -3 int and a -3 wisdom.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's he's a gnoll who's been put into the modern world, quote unquote.
Oh god.
And he's never met people who aren't gnolls.
Oh god.
So he's I don't know anything. What the fuck are you guys talking about? What the fuck is the sun? Fuck is that?
Nice.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
So what do you guys do?
So we're down in the church.
Yeah, unless you have a thought that just popped up and you want to go back in there or something.
Nope. We'll go back out here to find Pale just hiding in a bush.
How'd you find me? I was so well hidden.
With my passive perception, I'm pretty sure I saw you walk into the bush.
Damn it, how do people always see a giant red fire person covered in armor walking in the bushes?
Smelled you?
So, what'd you guys learn inside?
That's... First off, the dude we got that information from is dead, which I think we did know that. I just acted like I didn't know that.
Oh, like someone killed him?
Huh?
Like someone killed him?
Like he's been dead for a while, 2 years.
Oh. Huh.
I'm trying to remember this. Didn't we talk to him, we found his body and, somebody spoke to the dead or something?
No, that was a different guy.
I've talked to a lot of dead people, but...
That was the dwarf who fell from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well...
if I had a gold for every time a ghost offered me a quest, I'd have 2 gold, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that's happened twice.
Okay, and So now we gotta go. Did we already see Deacon Daniel Dijon?
You have not confronted him yet.
Okay,
You know that he.
That's our task. Right? Okay.
We got to see Deacon Dijon.
Yeah. You know,
You made a mustard?
he's a drug smuggler.
Oh. So we have to stop him.
Yeah, we gotta stop what he's doing around here. Apparently, it's not very healthy, and he's
And he's not like one of the Vivianites, right?
Is it racist? Like I don't. He's doing people dirty around here that worship other religions.
Well, that's not very cool. That's my shtick. He's stealing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gotta deal with him in a mostly peaceful way.
Yeah, being a deophobe is my thing.
Yeah, we just gotta go get him to stop what he's doing as peacefully as possible.
Yeah, got it. I heard murder.
I don't know, peacefully, non-violent.
Bastion, what do you think? I think Bastion said murder.
My mic was muted. Hang on, wait. So the guy who we got the cipher from is dead.
That's when we got set from. He offered us this is the guy who offered us a little quest when we first entered the town. He was the NPC who offered quests.
I think I missed that.
Okay. Yeah, when you guys walked in, he was like, "Hey, you guys look like adventuring freaks. I know people who need help around town." And
says something about how we look like we don't get to the Cloud District often.
no.
Was he the one who was like, "Hey, yeah, I can have your kids work something"?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, he's fucking dead?
Uh-huh.
Why do I feel like I've been fucking asleep this whole thing? What?
We've been in this town for a while.
In and out, 5 minutes.
Yeah. So you got the cipher from other Vivianites.
Okay, right.
Or you got the way to find the cipher from other Vivianites. That one
Right,
you did miss.
Okay.
And you have found out that the book is a in game it is a detective book, out of game it is the player's handbook, and you need to find series of 3 numbers separated by dashes that will lead you to what words are actually in the cipher, so you can know what the clue is. And then Deacon Daniel Dijon, I believe Pale, you found notes on he's making way more money than he should, and then also he's been riling people up because it has something to do with Pellor. He's been harassing folks around town and holding Bible studies in the tavern when they open for lunch. That sort of thing.
Deacon Daniel Dijon is at the Sun Saloon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making huge profits and big deposits. And then there's a tailor in town selling cheap but fancy items. Susanna bought from the salesman. Lena Rodriguez.
Wasn't that who we're supposed to be finding via the cipher?
Yeah, and a circle. She made a circle in Preford 6 months ago. The cipher was made 6 months ago.
Yeah. But it's not the money itself.
Oh.
Well, let's go talk to this guy. If he's making so much money, we're supposed to follow the money. Let's just follow the lead.
Yeah, let's go talk to the deacon.
Let's go pull his fingernails out.
Yeah. I can hold him down.
That seems kind of violent. I did promise Mother Sonia we would try to resolve this non-violently.
I'm going to turn my hair.
I did say try. Try.
I'm going to try and shape my hair into a mouth to mock Caroline. Be like, dude, I said I would do it non-violently. It's a Pellorian. They don't do things non-violently.
I mean, I did say that we would try it non-violently, and I'm probably the most violent of the 3 of us.
Kind of look at my hands, look over Carolina. You realize how terrifying that is, right? Realize that?
We've killed many people.
We have.
Yeah.
I've only been alive for a couple of months.
You know, everyone matures at different rates.
Yep. I believe in reincarnation, though, so I believe that everybody I kill has come back as a better person.
Well, I want to go back and kill some people again.
Might have to.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go find this
Wouldn't that
beacon.
make a laundry of murder?
What'd you say?
So wouldn't that remove the moral quandary of murder?
Yes.
Interesting. Anyways, let's go talk to the guy.
Let's go.
Before we do that, how should we try to handle? Like, we do gotta try to be nonviolent. So, what should our approach be? Because he doesn't know us, and we worship other people.
And
We
you've
can
been
go
staying
in-
here as a hotel, by the way.
We can go in pretending like we're parishioners. Want to talk. Get to know him.
Well, he's been trying to get the other shops shut down too, that are run by other, that have other religious focuses. So,
Yeah, so I think if I talk, we won't get anything. I'll talk, but not much, because I tend to come off strong.
I mean, if he attacks us, we are going to defend ourselves.
No, I'm just saying in general, I come off a little strong.
We are 3 heavily armored strangers with weapons.
Lots of weapons.
Yeah, that's how you make friends with weapons. Let's make our way to the saloon.
Okay.
You know what happens in saloons? Fights.
Yeah. We're not gonna get in fights. We never get in fights.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think that's also a lie. We get in fights frequently.
Listen. I'm just gonna start walking away.
Okay. Everybody make me a either perception or insight check.
Is this an active thing? Or
No,
can I use test?
It's as you're blocking. You can use passive if you want.
24.
Okay.
14.
15.
Okay. As you guys are walking from the Pellor Church back to the Sun Saloon, you realize that a few people do cast suspicious glances your way, but don't stop you guys. They just carefully take note and then, maybe cross the street to avoid walking next to you.
Far are they away?
Hmm?
How far are they away from us?
Oh, it's a couple people that you pass, there's somebody walking a goat down the street or whatever.
So they're right nearby?
Yeah.
Didn't that kind of cool him off, though? He, waved at that old lady?
That old lady, yeah, but...
Okay.
Bastion,
Yes.
put your hand on my shoulder.
I'm gonna rest a hand on Carolina's shoulder.
Hold me up. And I produce my echo and transfer consciousness and follow them for a little bit to see if they say anything.
Yeah, as soon as they see the ghost appear behind them, they jump and run away.
Run away. Okay. All right, I'm back.
And they look super nervous. And probably one person down the street who was going to walk your way turns around and walks the other way.
It's just a ghost.
These are simple people.
Morons.
Yeah,
The clay of the West.
the first time I saw that movie was also the first time I ever ate at Raising Cane's, so I cannot divorce the two things in my mind. I think of them both whenever I...
See, Wes asked me about Raising Cane's because he's never had it before, because it's pretty much just a Texas thing. There's some in New Mexico too, but he was asking me, he's like, is Cane's good? I'm like, Cane's is good. But if you don't like anything other than plain flavored chicken fingers, it's like, if you want something else or you want a different flavor, don't go to Cane's.
Mm.
I just like that the Native Americans had Hebrew on their headdresses, and they spoke Yiddish.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, in Blazing Saddles, they're speaking Yiddish.
Oh.
Are they really?
They have Hebrew on their headdress.
That's so funny.
No, but I can't think of one without thinking of the other. Sorry.
I think I've seen that movie 3 different times, and I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
It's
Like I remember at the very end they go through like a movie set.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to know.
It's a comedy. It's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, these townspeople avoid you as you are doing magic in the streets, and they're used to adventurers causing problems, because that's like a lot of what adventurers do. Remember how people in Stone Garden were like fucking adventurers when you guys would do shit in the streets? Yeah.
Oh,
And,
close ratio. Someone's got to do their dirty work.
And so, these people are starkly avoiding you even more than they were before. But
Nice.
you can get to the Sun Saloon, and you see the Forgeborn kids are inside with Seamus and Jameson. It's not a lot of people are in yet. People are still at work. It's like 4 p.m. You see there's a couple waitresses who are cleaning up before the nighttime festivities roll in. There's probably cooking something in the back for tonight's meal for whatever. You probably see people going up and down with sheets as they're changing rooms that people are leaving or checking out of. Walking past Carla's Cantina, you'd see a couple of the hookers who are, I don't know, doing their makeup by the window or something. Other people doing their sort of thing. It's the Sun Saloon is the hotel and Carla's Cantina is the brothel, so they are right across the street, but they do similar things. And yeah, it is quiet. The Sun Saloon is a bright place with lots of windows, and Seamuson is regaling you guys as friends with a joke, Folium and Jade and the Forgeborn kids, and a couple of the people who are cleaning up in here or drinking early are laughing to his jokes. The locals do look up at you a little suspiciously, but then go back to what they were doing.
Okay. I would look around to see if I could just spot anyone who I would think would be Deacon Dijon.
He is probably having a conversation with the waitress behind the bar. He's a human man, brown hair, probably like 50 or so, real broad-shouldered, but he looks like he's done a lot of time lifting barrels of beer and cases of whiskey and stuff. Not a
Big,
fighter by any
strong
means.
man.
Yeah. And he's talking to a waitress, and she's like, okay, I'll go dust the bottles or something. And
That's him. The owner. Oh, shall we, guys?
I kind of.
Bastion, I think you're the peaceful one of the three of us.
I stopped casting Spirit Guardians then.
I'm gonna power down like this.
I'm like starting to glow. I'm like, fine.
I cast Hunter's Mark
On me?
on him.
No. It's, the kids would probably wave at you guys and Folium Jade when you guys come in. I don't think they knew what you guys were doing, but they were just hanging out here as you're clearly doing something.
Do they ever know what we're doing?
No. I don't know if you guys even told them about the Vivianite cipher or anything.
Nope.
Yeah, so they're just like, they're doing stuff in town. It's fine.
They're so helpful. Look at the kids just being kids.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to the bar with my tank of sobriety and ask for whatever their best liquor is.
Well, their best is gonna be some, what'd it be, Carmouth whiskey. They got them distilleries they got down there. It's something to behold. A aging barrel to half the size of this saloon.
Yeah. I'll take some of that for me and my friend. He doesn't drink. The other one.
Which one of you?
The firebender one.
Oh, yeah. He points over to the NPCs. He says, I heard your kids don't eat or drink nothing either, so while that's weird, they seem fine enough.
Yeah. Is this Deacon or is this just the bartender?
This is Deacon Dijon. Howdy, my name's Deacon Dijon, sorry.
Hey
What
there,
are y'all in
Deacon.
town for, anyway?
Just passing through. Never been here before, so we're kind of learning about the area and everything. Um, this saloon looks like it does pretty well.
And it sure does, and I intend to keep it that way. And Pale, or the rest of your friends, you may notice that he gives you kind of a stern side glance. You in particular.
Really rude. Done nothing wrong in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How does this place stay so populated? Is there no other saloon in the area?
Well, there's the cantina if you're into that kind of thing. And yeah, being that it's a small town and a port town, we have people coming in and out all the time. In addition to the regulars, I would say we stay in business by sticking to what we're good at.
What's that?
Selling people drinks,
Just selling people drinks? No
having a
way.
nice atmosphere.
Business model's that simple. Just serving drinks. I mean, what's the food like here?
Oh, the food is from our best head chef, Jason. Yes, he ain't been to culinary school, but he been watching his mama, and he cooks just like her.
Oh. Hey,
There is, I believe, some kind of thing he's making tonight. It seems like something they'd have over at the canteen. It's called a quickie. And the guy from the back goes, "It's called quiche." And he's like, "All right,
Carolina
quick
Lancet
quiche."
quickie.
Whatever you say, J-So.
I pipe up from behind Caroline and go, actually, I believe it's around Quiche.
Listen, I ain't one to tell J-So what things are. Long as people keep buying them, I don't give a shit.
Well, I'll have a quickie too. Matchstick, you want one?
I'm not drinking this time. If you guys know what happens when I drink.
Food.
Oh, is there alcohol in the food?
No.
Today there is spinach in one of them. And the fuck else is in there? And he's like, I don't know what else you put in quiche.
Eggs.
Eggs and then...
As I call him Matchstick, I look for a reaction.
Yeah, I'll take one of the quickies.
Yeah, we got spinach and cheese.
Yeah, I'll take a spinach and cheese quickie.
All right. And Carolina, you would see a small smile as you insult Pale. But he would get you slices of those things each.
I feel like this guy's racist.
What?
You're free to think that.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and just a slight whisper of exist.
I mean, you would note that he's, even for a Commodore, weirdly accepting of the Forgeborn children. You don't know if Jameson talked them up and talked about how great they are, and then they did good jobs around town lately, and that might be helping their cases, but there's something about you guys they don't like. But they're cool with, like, robots, which is the first fucking time they've ever seen anything like them, so...
See, that's even less trustworthy. I see a robot and I'm going to beat it with a stick.
Might not want your robot friends, all four of them, to hear you say that.
No, this is out of character. In character, I love it.
That was a joke, too.
Pale would love Skynet.
And Pale, as he tosses you the cheese and spinach thing, he sets Carolina's down and gives her a fork, and then pointedly kind of just shoves yours at you. Says, "So, you're in town just passing through, huh?" He says to you guys.
Well, we're, I just kind of follow them. I don't really do much. I just, when I'm asked to hit things, I hit things. It's kind of my shtick. I try not to get into trouble, you know.
Well, yeah, that seems to be the thing. We're cruising around from town to town. We're kind of wanderers. Yeah, I think that's a good word. Wanderers,
Roaming souls.
nomads.
Run around hitting things with sticks, huh? What kind of things? Just for case I ever need to employ somebody who hits things. Naki is pretty good at it. Matter of fact.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fast learner.
Well, I'd like to kill dragons. We've done a few of those.
Yeah, dragons.
Both of y'all make me persuasion checks.
Hey, yup. I love a persuasion check with my -1 modifier. That's a 6. I could guidance myself, but it's funnier that way.
Ah, shit.
More in character.
That's a 7.
All right. He leans over, especially to you, Pale. He says, well, just know when you're going around hitting things, I know good and well what you are. And that means we're gonna keep our fucking eyes on you. And the only reason we ain't run you out of town is because the Umberlians and your friends spoke up for you. I'm not trying to fuck with some plot to save Davy Jones. And while if you've got these kids running with you, then can't be that evil, I guess. And he points to you, Carolinas. He says, and other than dressing like whores and occasionally petty theft, Vivianites are all right too. And they actually get shit done. Don't have the bureaucratic fuck to worry about. And women are much more organized anyway. Them and Ilmatari, and every one of them built, yeah. Ain't you?
Not at all.
Well, them and the Ilmatari kind of get people out of Sankarel shit. People who don't have shit in Golgari, the only ones actually doing shit. And the bigwigs are worried about how bright the streetlights are. And our mayor's too busy sucking the Golgari High Council's cocks to realize we could do half the shit we need by ourselves.
Golgari.
And you know what would help with that? Us becoming anywhere but the town where Stephen fucking Puyo is from. So consider yourself fucking lucky that you've got people we do trust vouching for you, or else we'd run you out on a rail, Emberhead.
And here I thought you were just being rude because you thought I was a tiefling or something because I thought you might be stupid. Well, hey.
Hey, let's keep the name calling to a minimum. Not like I call him that because I'm his friend.
Yeah, and I call him that because we done had too many of your kind in here. We done had 10 different ones try to burn the town down for retribution. We done lost 20 fucking people over the years because of Stephen fucking Crane people murdering on his regard, and there ain't a single soul alive that had part of the decision making that day. Done dried them out or killed them, or they died in the orc raids. And Benjamin and Martha didn't make one goddamn look back after they went to Golgari. And the only good thing that's ever come from you fucks is finally killing the orcs. So they deserve to get slaughtered by fucked up people like you. So he's your prize. No one hurt him who's alive today. And so fuck off. And half you fucks haven't even met him. You're just looking for an excuse to be degenerates if you weren't one daily anyway.
I used to follow Tyr. Tyr abandoned me and Merkul came to me in that void. I'm just here because I follow my friends. I was being honest about that. I follow them. I'm not the leader here. I am anything but that. I follow. That's how it works.
So you don't like him because of who he worships? Like,
I don't like him. I don't like him because more than like, he's a serial killer like every fucking other Merkulian I've met. Every fucking one who comes in this town preaching about how fucking evil we are. When, like I said, not a goddamn person alive had anything to do with that.
I didn't know about the Merkulians before I joined. I got really close too.
How did you?
I kind of attacked their camp and was paving my way through them. And then I escaped with help, obviously. I didn't escape by myself. I was an idiot back then. Listen, I'm not that. I'm nowhere near that. I actually almost killed Ash Barlow at one point because he got a little too in my face.
Who the fuck's Ash Barlow? And why do I give a shit?
Well, he's not anyone anymore. For a bit, he was in the ring to be a champion, and now he's not.
Good.
Because I stepped in. I'm just here following my friends. I'm not trying to spread any worship or anything. I'm just here helping out.
As long as it stays that way, you can stay, I guess.
It sounds like you just have a misunderstanding of what they're about. You think they're serial killers?
Do I?
Do you?
You think they're all serial killers, right?
They want to kill every person on the goddamn earth.
So do the Pellorians.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You say that again, you're gonna get the hell out of my bar.
Do you know about the kids? Do you want to know where the kids came from?
Sure.
Oh, Deacon. It came from before. You already know what happened last time Pellorians were doing that. Now, I'm not saying that they're any of the kinds that are good. I'm not saying they're good Pellorians. I'm not saying it's everyone. I'm saying it wasn't Merculians, and I think we'll be good here. I'm going to put down a platinum and walk out of the bar.
Okay. Yeah, he looks very confused as I know what you were saying, but he doesn't know what you're saying.
Yep.
And so he just looks at the platinum and then looks at the rest of you who are left. It's like, I do not mind at all that he left.
Your god's breaking the universe. Here's $500.
Enjoy your quickies. It's $700.
Yep.
Just gonna eat my food.
Is this platinum piece even real? He asks you guys.
But you don't want it? And I'll grab it.
I mean, I don't mind, but yeah, I don't want that.
I'll grab it.
Have fun with it.
Oh, it's 100% real. See, I just don't. You're taking a whole organization and fitting it into one box. Yeah, they have their ideals about the apocalypse, but that doesn't make them bad.
I think it does, actually.
It does not.
They
really
want to kill everyone on Earth.
No. They just want things to end how it's supposed to end. It's not that they want to kill everyone on Earth.
And which of them told you that? Because it ain't true.
Okay.
I've had folks spitting blood out their mouth as the town guard was killing them, saying, Merkul will see all of you die.
He's a god. And when people
Yeah.
die, they will see him.
He kind of shakes his head of like, almost, you guys are hopeless. And
We
he
might
says,
be. I see that look. We might be hopeless, but you know what? It's like, I believe in reincarnation. Somebody else believes in the apocalypse. Your God takes souls. They all take souls. None of them are inherently good. Not all Pellorians are good or evil.
He's kind of
But
just staring at you stone-faced now.
Yeah.
I think it's actually that most of the Pellorians we've met have been the bad guys.
Yeah. Especially the ones that think they're all high and mighty.
Or the ones who have been... People don't know about the whole soul stealing thing, do they?
No, they absolutely do not.
That's why I just slid it in there real quick.
I think Bastion's just gonna say almost all of the Pellorians that I've met have been in on the soul stealing.
And everybody goes back to the Crusade. And you're right about most of the Pellorians I figure you folks had met. Because they don't do a goddamn thing.
What do you do?
And somebody, by God, needs to do something.
What is it that you do? Or what do you want to do?
I won't. I'm glad you asked. And I'm glad you're arguing with me. Because we need shit like that. These fuckers, and he points to Golgari, which you guys can actually see from here, because the world's flat. It says, you're damn right. when you say you ain't met a good one. Because they're fucking fading away. And it ain't that they're doing bad shit, I don't think. It's that they're not doing a goddamn thing. You heard about the Maw, huh? Reckon you have?
Plenty of times.
I think that they're mind controlled by whatever dark power it is, and you can see the staff around here, like a couple of them roll their eyes, and he's had this rant before. And he says, nobody who knows is doing nothing about it because they want it. And people who don't know is just scared enough to keep lying, telling people everything's fine. And then, though again, why would they tell us if they're being mind controlled by it? I think that's what they say when they say the Maw is coming. Either it's just some kind of feedback from the mother brain, or it's covering up them trying to ask for help after they've realized it's a trap, and they've doomed us all. And I know Pellor's doing something about it. I know he is.
What if
But-
he's the one causing it?
Fucking Merkul's more than likely.
No. Like I
I
said,
think you're sorely mistaken.
McCool is the one that wants things to happen the way that they're supposed to happen. Maw is not it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of propaganda you've been hearing, but you are incorrect. And you are correct, however, in that we need to get the established folks out, the people Pellor has given power, and they ain't done a fucking thing with it. We need to get people who are going to use their God's gifts to actually do shit. To actually help people quit doing politics and start preaching again, goddammit.
What was your God's gift to you?
Mine? My God's gift to me is my family and gumption.
Family and gumption. And how are you taking care of your family?
With the bar, sir.
The bar and what else?
Same as I always have. And you gave me the good sense to plan ahead. Something fucking no one else has done. Because listen, how many apocalypses come with prep time? We know about this in advance. We've been knowing, and all we've been doing is sitting with our thumbs up our asses while preachers keep not finding nothing and telling us common folk not to panic. And who's going to be in charge when everybody important goes crazy? And the day finally comes they have to get off their saggy old asses. And is that when it's okay to worry? To go ask questions without being branded a heretic when it's too late? And from Golgree to Sonia, they ain't done shit.
Dad, I agree with you there. Golgree ain't done nothing but make things worse.
And
So,
that is why
how are
I am building my own Pellor church, and I'll do it in the fucking bar if I have to. And by the sun, we may not be able to do much, but we're gonna do fucking something, man.
Alright, so how are you prepping for this apocalypse?
I intend we're gonna get them swamp squatters and them drifters for the Golgree ghettos, and we're gonna get them into some damn church pews, and then we're gonna get everybody working the fields not for profit but for to stock up on whatever's coming, buy weapons, train some people, fucking anything, but not another minute of sitting around saying everything's fine. I intend, and I'm happy for you folks to join me, though maybe not your McCool friend. I intend
Why are you discriminating?
because he wants to kill everyone.
He himself does not want. You don't know him. But continue.
You keep saying end it correctly. I'd rather it didn't end at all, to be frank.
Bastion's gonna look over at Carolina and just go, I don't think this is going to be a fruitful endeavor.
It may not be as fruitful as it's smuggling.
And I intend we're going to gather up some men and some money and hire somebody who's smarter than us to go up there and figure out what the hell they're keeping from us. One of them Eli Locke motherfuckers. Figure out what they know that they ain't telling us so we can prepare for it, damn it.
Okay. How you gonna get this money together? So you just got a bar and you gotta take care of your family and the bar, right? So all your money that you get from the bar goes back to the bar, right? So where are the extra funds coming from?
Make a persuasion check.
14.
Since I intend on getting the money from what I am building and what I will invite you to, since you are a Vivianite and so you are somewhat on the team, being up revolution kind of folks, stirring up shit kind of folks. I intend to create, and I'm getting in with the Umberley folks on this because they're building their church over there, and I want to help because I think that is a good idea. I want to call it General Gods, a multi-faith organization that seeks to actually get shit done around here. And then I figured a lot of folks practicing different days of the week, be easy to share the same building. And we can get resources together instead of being all split apart and shit. And then we can petition the Golgari fucks to actually do something. Get with other towns. Get them stragglers together. Because I don't give a hoot who you worship except for, you know, apocalypse cults. And other than that, we're in this shit together. As far as I'm concerned.
If we're all in this shit together,
Yep.
doesn't that include everybody?
No.
Like if you want your message to come across to this big, you know, big organization, this big city or anything like that, you want them to listen. Don't you want do you think a small group of certain religions, ethnicities, and backgrounds, you think they're going to make a difference? Or if you have everybody who represents everybody?
I don't think having an apocalypse cult come with us to talk to folks who would also happily eradicate an apocalypse cult, no, I don't think that would work. And I think seeing as the Maw is an apocalypse.
It's not me. It's not the right apocalypse. They don't want the Maw to come either.
I don't believe you, but that's nice to hear, I guess.
I'm gonna roll back in and just walk up. One more thing, by the way. Just one more thing. If you're worried about the Maw and all that, we already know what's causing it, where it's coming from, and how to stop it. If you wipe out the Merculians, you end everything, and it doesn't restart. Because, by the way, we live in a cyclical reality. Stupid.
You know, Jetta mentioned that you had some big brain shit. And to be honest, sit down and tell me about it. I'll buy you a drink as long as you keep talking.
Really?
Yeah. I think it may be ramblings because most of y'all are drug-hooked fucking psychos, but...
I can't even handle alcohol. If I have more than 2 drinks, I pass out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Take a drink.
Alright, so we started like grabbing like peanuts or whatever, like little bar food. We gotta start explaining, like, alright, so this prophecy explains that the universe is recreated whenever it ends, that the 2 founding gods, God and Merkul, shake hands and recreate a universe at the end. However, due to the cyclical nature, there's an issue with the shattering, and you see the beam. I'm just gonna start getting into that cyclical nature of the universe and explaining it, while also eating the little bar peanuts as I explain it.
Nice.
And I got you keys too.
Yeah.
Your keys. It's still pretty much warm.
I use the quiche bits to describe the universe. There's a king whose father has a piece of this, which caused an issue in the universe itself, which awoke something that's...
You talk about Thunder's-Gram?
Yes.
Those people got it the worst. They said their king's the first champion to get it. And thank God the rest of them ain't religious, because I ain't heard the cases of it since.
Yeah, it's less of he's the first one to get it, and he's actually kind of a piece of the universe himself.
What?
Yes, you know, like the gods or all that, but he might now be like a facet of the universe who exists out of the universe, but also is a necessary keystone for it, and it's now broken.
He's making notes on a napkin, and he says, and you can see him write, "Consult the atheists, ? Convert them after."
I've spoken to some atheists about it too. They're also really confused. It ends up the universe might be broken this time, and ends up, if we don't all work together, this might be the last time any of this happens.
Yes.
Even the gods don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if you actually learn from the Mercools instead of just hating them, their apocalypse is just how the world is supposed to end and then begin again. The Maw is just to end.
I always hate them all.
Hate them.
Yes.
No, I don't hate them.
But you do hate on them.
What I hate is them coming and fucking up our town.
That's fair enough. I didn't even know this was that town.
But that could be anybody. Anybody could just come in here and fuck up the town.
Why don't you guys just change
But it's what they fuck it up specifically. They ain't met him. They use Mercool, if any of your shit's even a little bit true, about this being, an actual reason for shit instead of just you making it up. The only reason Mercoolians go to follow Mercool is because it gives them an excuse to be evil. They already were, and then he just gives them an outlet. Because you see, they come in here having never even met Stephen Puyo. They just wanted an excuse to fuck up some shit. And you know what's crazy? This guy's going to keep talking over you. He's a crazy country guy.
I was going to kind of put my finger over his mouth, like, hey, Deacon, do you have a piece of wood? Like a plank of wood?
Is that what you eat? That wasn't a racist question.
No, it's what my dad eats. But no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my handprint and my name, and any Mercoolian that shows up, show this to them and tell them to contact me. And if they cause any problems, I will, after I tell them to stop, I will personally drag them into a pit. Very deep pit.
Make a persuasion check. Or actually make an intimidation check.
They are the same. I will guidance myself for this.
Okay.
Assist.
That's a 7.
Could I,
Yeah, you guys could all assist.
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
you're
could I give him
standing
the
around.
help action?
Yeah, you guys are being menacing and convincing and...
I feel like a big-ass robot.
Yeah.
Standing
yeah.
behind you when he's like, I'll fuck anyone up. I feel like that's,
Yeah.
it's a little
You're showing off that you destroyed a CR-16 monster like yesterday.
Yeah, we fucked that thing up.
What numbers do we have, gentlemen?
Assistant he just gets to reroll.
Oh, okay.
And Pale's charisma's better than mine, so I'll just let him reroll.
Not much. So I just reroll.
Yeah.
Yup.
10.
Hey, plus guidance.
Yeah. You gotta do it again.
11.
Let's fuck. Hey, you know what?
It was.
He says, I don't know. I'll take your plank of wood for whatever that means. But you don't look like a priest to me. They claim to know him. Well, guess what? I knew Oliver. I fucking knew him. I sat next to him in the schoolhouse. We traded food at lunch. My brothers played with the Crane brothers after school, after church. Stephen Crane sat in my fucking lap once and played with colored blocks. Liam once told me he had the hots for my sister. I was fucking 10 then. I was his same fucking age. You think I'm not upset that his parents sold him into slavery, who are people who were never gonna keep their word? And his surviving brothers said that Oliver was boiled alive and left to suffer for a few days before they finally beat him to death? If you're mad at that, as I'm mad at that, then you go ask the Goldgrave fucks why they never sent a single person to help us. Ask every other goddamn town on the continent why nobody ever even tried to help us. And be mad at them and stop fucking up my town.
I think it's obvious why they didn't help. They didn't care. I come from Crackland. You think people care about each other out there? No one cares about each other out there. No one.
God damn it, somebody needs to care. Do you guys care? Because if you care, I want you on the team.
We do. It's why we're, there's some bad things coming that your town hopefully will be spared from.
Yeah.
We care enough to deal with the bigger things.
Yeah, we're on the team, just not really, how you're imagining it.
And by the way, just as a word of warning for what I can say, because I don't know about prying ears. When a cold front comes, tell everyone to run. Far away from where that cold is.
He squints, not knowing what you're talking about.
I'm just going to kind of look at him and say, when the cold comes, it's bringing many armies with it. Not mine, not my people. But much, much bigger. Things are coming against the Emperor. The cold front comes. Tell everyone.
The who?
You'll see. I'm going to head back outside.
I start acting drunk.
He gives you another shot. I assume that conversation took like 2 fucking hours.
Yeah. Especially with like the quiche and peanut stuff. Yeah.
And he looks to you, Bastion, he's like, alright, so Senegond, and he points to the fucking Forgeborn kids, and he's like, are they fucking nephews of Gond, or what?
Arguably, everything is the son of Gond. I'm just the second son of Gond. After the material plane.
Everybody make me persuasion checks again.
Oops.
14 again.
3. 4. I find it really funny if every time I try to tell people that they just don't believe me.
No, that's a wild thing. He squids.
I'll drunkenly say he can't lie.
Yeah. Deacon Daniel DeJean is starting to believe you guys less and less. As you were spewing some wild and crazy shit, and while he's a surly commoner, he did understand most of it. Like, he's a businessman, he's relatively intelligent. But he's starting to think maybe you guys are just crazy.
Would it get me kicked out of the bar if I drew the great Dragon Slayer sword?
Probably. And as you guys have been talking, the Cowboys and dock workers have been getting off work. So the bar is starting to be hopping. And yeah, they see the boss talking to some weirdos and give you guys space, but...
Yeah. So I will draw the great sword and lay it across the bar.
The entire room goes silent. And everyone stares at you.
Yeah, you see this here? I'm acting drunk. You see this here? I killed 2 dragons with this sword.
Put it back in your holster, ma'am.
Oh, I mean, I thought you might want to touch it or something. How many people do you know have killed dragons?
Not many.
But that's fine. I'll put it away. And I'll slide it back into the quiver.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. You mentioned drugs earlier.
Did I?
Yeah.
People doing them. Degenerates.
People doing them here? I'll whisper to them, are people doing them here?
They better not be. Last person to do Star Sugar in my bathroom got kicked halfway to hell. I'll kick their ass again.
Where'd they get the Star Sugar from?
Fuck if I know. Some drifter, probably. All the drug dens. Fucking degenerates.
Yeah. I knew a guy that actually stayed alive because of that.
He recounts to you the fantasy version of that one, like, Finnish soldier who took, like, 30, like, meth pills or whatever and sailed through the forest for, like, 5 days. And you all know about that? You ever heard that story?
From the Winter War, he's Finnish, yeah.
Yeah, he was a Finnish guy who accidentally took all of the platoon's meth and then got high and just wandered around trying to evade Russians while being so high.
Cocaine bear.
Yeah, like cocaine bear. Have y'all?
Yeah, except it was a Finnish guy.
Y'all seen that post where it's like you you kidnap like a junkie, you force him to watch Skyrim playthroughs.
Oh my god!
And every time he tries to fall asleep, you wake him up, and then finally you knock him out and you drop him in the Scandinavian wasteland with a sword.
Oh my god! and see what he
Just blast
does.
Sabaton as you drop him off.
Oh my god.
The gates of hell.
We make our way to heaven.
The Nazi lines. Primo Victoria.
I'm gonna blast that tomorrow. God.
Is there a back room behind him?
There's like a kitchen, probably like a pantry of some sort.
Does this place ever close down, or is it open all the time?
They aren't always like serving food all the time, but like it is a hotel, so you can come and go as you please.
Okay.
I mean, he probably leaves at some point to go home, but
So I'm gonna act like I fell asleep at the bar.
okay.
And just
He'll be wandering off, supervising, being a manager.
and I'll whisper to Bastion, I'm not asleep and I'm not drunk. If he's still inside the bar, damn it. They know exactly what I look like, so if I produce my echo, they're going to know.
And probably get pissed that you're doing magic in the bar.
How do we get him to talk about the drugs?
I'm gonna pop back in and just kind of go up to the deacon and say, listen, I do need your help with something though.
Don't think there are any drugs.
What is it?
The smuggler.
I got into a fight out of town. Out of town, people tried to ransack us.
Of course you did.
There's something I need you to destroy for me. I don't know what to do with it. I'm scared of touching it even. I think it's addictive or dangerous. You're a smart man. You know people. I need it destroyed.
Make a deception check.
11. Wait, give me guidance. Cast that on myself. That's 13.
Yeah, he squints at you and he's like, damn, I kind of believe that you actually used to worship Tyr now. What is it?
There were some drugs that were on the bandits that I took away from them so they won't be able to deal to people. I'm not going to take it out here in your bar. I'm not that rude, but can you just get rid of them for me?
Since you got a natural one, he's very sympathetic to you right now. He says, yeah, well, shit, if only... Normally I would ask the Genie May the apothecary, huh? I'll have to. Yeah, I'll take them, and I don't know if I can get them destroyed tonight, but I will deal with them responsibly. And I'm shocked that you're doing this, but I'm happy you are, I guess.
Again, the whole tier thing, it runs pretty deep. He left me, I didn't leave him. I'm just going to kind of reach into my bag and pull out a very small amount of the actual amount that I have. I have like a giant baggie of various drugs. I'm just going to pull out a little bit. This is just, it's so disgusting and dangerous.
It is fucking dangerous.
What?
Glad you're not doing drugs. And
I will stumble by and bump into him and slip the note of juicy gossip in his pocket.
in his pocket?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that without him suspecting, because they're in, like, a pantry right now. But you could put it near, like, in the bar somewhere.
Whenever I see him in the open, I will stumble by him and bump into him on my way to the room or something.
Yeah, I'll have you roll for it in a second. But first of all, Pale, he would pat you on the back and say, "You're the first Merculian I met that ain't a fucking meth head, so good on you, I guess." And he's gonna
on my face.
and he's gonna put it in a mason jar and probably put it in like the safe he has in an office or something.
Wait, does he do stonework?
Huh?
Does he do stonework? Because if not, I don't know if he's allowed to have a mason jar. Legally speaking.
But yeah, Carolina, go ahead and roll me that sleight of hand check.
15.
Yeah, you could reverse pickpocket this man, and roll me a d20 for how useful the note is.
Nat 20.
Shit. All right. Fucking roll me another sleight of hand check to get it back out of his pocket.
I was going to keep it there until the next day, till I see him later.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you don't know what it says yet, but
we can roll for future.
yeah.
I guess.
Or, I mean, what do you guys do after you give him this drugs and he's kind of admitted that you're probably fine, Pale. You're just very misguided and you guys might just be crazy, but he's not going to throw you out of the bar yet.
I'm going to want to try and see what he does with that afterwards. If I can't see it, then I'm going to have to rely on the note.
I'm just going to go back outside and summon Baby Boy DM's work experience.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Boy. Let me roll that up. Hopefully he's
Yeah. How
normal.
gross is he today?
Okay, 3. That's good, right? Okay, 3's good or bad.
Okay. DM's work experience today is just a wet skeleton. It's really bad, Pale. They're like bones exposed. There are pieces actively falling off and making squish noises. They're just a clump of fat, leather, and bone.
Yeah, how are they still functioning?
They're not doing great. They'll do their best, but they are, it's not good today. It's not good. You haven't rolled one yet.
Hopefully I never do. I'm just going to tell him, go find drugs.
And their voice is raspy and gurgly as they have pieces of slime in their fucking throat that dribbles out of their mouth as they talk. What kind of drugs?
Whatever the hardest... we're looking for someone dealing drugs illegally, so just go and try and find whoever's doing it, and don't scare anyone too much.
Yeah, DM's work experience looks down at the exposed tendons as they move their fingers, and they're like, what do I do when I find them? Because, today's not a good day.
On the outside of the building, just draw the symbol of tear.
Okay. Find a drug dealer, commit vandalism as a corpse. Got it. And,
Put my hand up for a high five.
oh, make a con save.
God. Ooh, okay. That's 21.
Okay. DM's work experience gives you a high 5, and it's reminiscent of the meat jello. And you don't throw up, though, as you have decomp slime all over your fucking hand. And probably as they high five you, some of it flies off.
Oh, good. Degloving.
Hits you. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably a little piece of skin is left on you in their fucking soup.
Gonna burn it off my hand.
Yeah, that probably helps. Although it smells horrible.
Bacon.
And they kind of hobble off in search of a coke dealer, whatever. There's probably one around the docks or something.
Disgusting, man.
Yeah. How about you, Bastion? Anything special to?
I think I'm just gonna keep up to date with the Forgeborn.
Okay. Yeah, they
touch base with them, see how my kids are doing.
Mm-hmm. Probably Pale Jr. would tell you that they're very excited about all the stories that they've been hearing, and they're like, I'm so excited for when we go on a boat, because everyone talks about how cool boats are and how cool the ocean is. I can't wait till we go do whatever you guys said we have to do with Seamusin with the flute. And Yagami is probably like, man, I don't know what we're doing in this town still, because I thought we were in kind of a hurry, but whatever, it's up to you guys. But I'm having fun. I was worried that people wouldn't like us, but they do. It's weird. And Nokia's like, it's been 6 hours and my friends haven't gotten into trouble. I'm so proud of them. And
the Pale Junior, I'd go. You know we're building a boat, right?
We're building a boat?
A flying one.
What? Oh, and probably Yagami be like, the parts they showed you for, and then he points to the compass you have built in you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull out the schematics that I'd had drawn, bag of holding, and just kind of give it to Pale Jr.
Yeah, Pale Jr. and Nokia, who haven't really seen these before, they go, ooh, what are we gonna do with the boat? Flying boat.
We're supposed to find a goblin captain.
What's a goblin?
It's a small green humanoid. I'm gonna look and give Pale a death glare.
What did he say?
Pale goblin D's.
Oh my god.
They're children.
Eels and quiche. They are delightful.
Goblin D's. That's very good. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind if I ever mention goblins again. That got me good. I don't know why those jokes are so funny to me. Fuck it.
To Yagami, I think I'll say they're not disrespectful to us because we're different. Also, they don't think we're robots.
What do they think we are?
People in suits.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we told most of the people that and they point to some people who were here yesterday. We told them we were robots, and they seemed kind of cool with it.
I found that, actually. It's nice. They just don't seem to like Pale, though.
Well, no, because they were like, and Yagami does a horrible, like, they can't do the southern accent well, but they're like almost mocking these country ass people. It's like they asked about what he's doing for cool, and because like the and points to Jade and Folium, they talked about you guys apparently scared the Umberly people, and so they're gossiping, and we tried to tell them that you were cool, and Seamuson talked about how you guys were cool, and you're doing stuff for like Umberly and stuff. So they mostly think that you're cool, and so because they think that we're cool.
Awesome. I appreciate you vouching for me.
The kids have high charisma because they're cute.
And then I think to Nokia, I'm just gonna give a knowing look. I'm like, I know.
They've been helping fucking Folium and Seamuson keep Jade and Yagami and Pale Jr. out of trouble. They're the adults of the group.
Also, that was Pale popping off early.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, Matt had to leave.
Goodbye, Matt. Nye Dunwan, the world to see me.
He had to go?
Fuck.
Yeah. And I don't want the world to see me, but I don't know what that's, like, the implications of that are.
Interesting. Anyway. Well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're still around I think I would have made my way to the room. And I'm going to produce my Echo in the room. And see if I can put a blanket on her and hide the fact that she's a ghost.
By making her look like one?
Are you going to cut little eye holes? Yeah.
I just, no, just put a blanket on her that would cover anybody's face from, directly looking at it,
Wait, over your Echo? I mean, she's not transparent, is she?
It is.
Because people can tell, like, they get confused when it's hitting you or them.
Yeah, it's...
They've got, like, a shimmer, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them's sparkly. I think that's the real one.
They're a fucking vampire.
So what kind of check would that be?
To try and disguise your Echo?
Yeah.
Fucking... You're just putting a paper bag over their head. It depends on who sees them and what the echo is doing when it happens. That's what I would say.
Well, that's not gonna... So we want her to try to follow the deacon around.
I mean, she has your stealth stats, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean... He's probably... I don't know if it's like 9 o'clock now or something. He's probably like about to head home.
Yeah. That'd be nice to know where he lives.
I mean...
Keep my distance and follow him.
Okay. You could easily follow the man back to his house. He lives downtown, I guess you'd say. It's a relatively nice place. He's not rich, but he's like upper middle class, I guess. When he comes home at about 9, you see that there are 4 children, probably like age 5 to 10, that are all in pajamas, and there is a woman waving at him as they're waiting for Dad to come home, and then the kids are going to bed.
Non-violent.
Make a stealth check, by the way.
Oh, wow. 14.
Okay, that's... While you may step on a stick, and the roads are made of gravel, he does not notice you. He is, intent on going home after having a stressful day talking to fucking weirdos.
He thinks we're weirdos. If he only knew. We should have told him how those kids came about. Alright. Well, I will pop back into my body and tell Hale and Bastion. I know where he lives.
I'm still confused. Are we not going to kill him?
No. He's got a family.
Most of the people we've killed have probably had families.
We didn't know them. He's got little kids. He seemingly means well, but he is an asshole.
And a bit delusional.
Like, I think if there was any harm to come with it to him, it would just be, he'd be proving his point. And, I don't think it would do any good.
I see. Fair enough.
Yeah, so. I don't know. But, still gotta get him to stop smuggling drugs, and maybe we should appeal to his... Can't really talk about his family without him knowing that I followed him home.
Sonia told you that he has 2 daughters of his own, and then 2 foster boys.
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about his family.
Oh, yeah. We could just ask him to stop what he's doing, because Mother Sonia wants him to stop what he's doing.
So we can't kill him. Could we just destroy all of the drug paraphernalia?
That could be it. Gotta find it first. But doing that also might get him killed.
What if we just killed anyone who tried to kill him?
Protect him?
Yes.
Then at the end of the day, he'd be on our side?
Well, that depends on if he wants to smuggle drugs.
Well, I think if he's into smuggling drugs, and then the whole supply gets destroyed, and they try to kill him, I don't think he's going to continue to try to do that.
That's fair.
You know what? I like that option. I could try to sneak in and try to see where the drugs are. Or we can question him and just see if he just got in over his head and doesn't know how to get out. Maybe he wants to get out. What do you think?
I think talking to him is not a bad idea. But if we give up the information that we know that he sells drugs, that would probably complicate further matters. So while talking to him is an option, I believe talking to him would ruin any chance we have of stealthily doing this.
Yeah, by the way, there's just a blanket laying in the middle of the street now. I don't know. Should I go get that?
It's up to you, man. It's probably only like fucking quarter mile away.
Like, Bastion,
Yes.
I left evidence as somebody from this hotel.
Can I see it?
It's down. It's like, from wherever the echo is stealthing near his house. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna recognize the pattern on a blanket. Like, it's probably not like the uniform ones. Like, it's, this is a Wild West hotel, not a fucking Holiday Inn. They have different patterns on their shit. It's just whatever blankets they had.
Okay.
Can I just conjure Rune real quick?
Yeah, sure.
And then have Rune go fetch it?
I do
Yeah.
have a flying monkey, by the way.
Yeah, that too. You could send one of your familiars to go get the blanket and then, dust some leaves off it or whatever when it gets back to the... Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Also,
one person in town be like, somebody dropped the blanket, and probably pick it up and take it home.
Yeah.
some homeless person
Yeah,
just sitting here eating cheese. I don't.
that's fine.
So try to find it first. I did slip my note of information on him as well, which I have to get that back tomorrow somehow. But I do know where he lives. I know where the family is. It's a cute family too. Shame he's such an asshole. But I think we want to look in the back of the kitchen. I don't think his staff would really. They either are all in or they have no clue.
I can turn you invisible.
Really?
Yes.
I've always wanted to be invisible.
If you wanted to go find yourself, I could also turn your echo invisible.
Oh. Let's do the echo. That way I can just pop out of existence if I make a noise and somebody catches on.
And what time are you guys doing this? Like now? At the end of dinner service? Or later? Or...
Try to be later when they're not... and when they're less active in the kitchen.
Okay. I mean, I would even say that you guys know that there's probably... Like, when they shut down for the night, the only thing they really have going is, like, the person... one guy probably stays behind to deep clean and then start prepping whatever for breakfast. They probably go take a lunch break somewhere in there, or whatever. It will be mostly empty, like, after 11. And then the Forge-born kids are gonna not be asleep. They'll probably be playing cards with some rando who's just a night person. William and Jade will probably go up to their room.
I will sneak in there when the time is right.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Carolina handle it.
Yeah, I don't know how good it is, a
Not very.
400-pound robot would. Yeah, you and Nokia make the floorboards creak everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't fallen through the floor yet.
Impressive.
We gotta start asking for rooms on the ground floor.
Yeah. Make a stealth check with advantage. I think that's how invisibility works.
Actually, it's
31.
funny. Invisibility doesn't actually give any advantages to stealth or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, per raw.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm gonna say it does. They don't fucking see you.
Yeah.
Without advantage, it's a 23. With advantage, it's a 31.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. You're getting onto Vic the Cynic levels of stealth. You get somebody to cast Pass Without a Trace. So... Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the one guy in here fucking chopping onions, no idea that you're there. Where are you looking? You have all behind the bar, you have all the kitchen, you have the storeroom.
I'm trying to, I guess I gotta work my way back there, so I'll start with the bar. I don't think he would have anything that close to the public.
Yeah. Make a perception check or investigation.
15?
Okay. There are just a lot of bottles underneath the shelf. There's like one waitress who's going around scrubbing tables, that's why she's not back here right now. You could like rob the change drawer. I don't know if you want to do that. Steal the chip jar. But you do not see anything suspicious among the various bottles of alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, as I didn't think I would. I will go through the kitchen and try to get to the storeroom.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to go into the storeroom. It's not locked or anything. Surface level, there are barrels of rice and shit in here. And, like, down a small hallway is probably, like, where they actually keep the kegs of beer or whatever.
I'll check the rice.
Okay. Make a investigation.
Investigation. 25.
Yeah, with a 25, as you're digging through the rice and you don't find anything other than just rice, you realize in, like, a corner of the other, like, dry goods in here, you see that there is a bunch of funnels and a cask that is labeled distilled water.
Distilled
and you
water.
see, like, a measuring cup.
Oh. Okay, I'll go take a look over in that area.
Okay, make a history check, but with advantage, because you would see this, but I don't know if you're going to know what it means.
5.
You see a piece of paper, like, kind of taped to the wall that has a bunch of fractions on it, but you don't know what it means.
Math.
I laugh in the face of math. Sorry, it's whenever you...
I don't know what that means. Do I see anything in Thieves' Camp?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'll make a mental note of it, though. And ask Pale if he, or not, Bastion if he knows anything about it later. He seems good with math. Yep, measuring cups and math equations. Okay, check some of the other dry goods to see if there's anything in there.
Okay, make another investigation check.
26.
Yeah, you'd find not much else among the dry goods other than dry goods. You're very confident that the only stuff that's sus in here is even going into the, where all the extra bottles of stuff, the Costco-sized things he puts into smaller bottles later. The only thing that you think is sus is man, I keep saying sus without even irony, it's terrible. But it's... The only thing out of place is the funnels and measuring cups and the table of fractions.
Okay. Well, I shall take one of the funnels.
And the distilled water. You don't know why he'd have that here.
Yeah.
Because there's a well, like, literally in the town square.
Yeah, I'll take the distilled water and some of the funnels. Actually, how many funnels are there?
Like 3. Different sizes. You might even see some what you figure is water residue in one of the measuring cups. Maybe there's some drops of water on the funnels.
Does it smell like anything? Do I smell like star sugar or anything in or around this area?
Make a perception check. Or investigation.
22.
You would smell the faintest bit of alcohol on the ends of the funnels.
Alcohol. Well, this is a bar.
Hmm?
So this is a bar.
Mm-hmm. So these drops of clear liquid could be, vodka or just water.
Yeah. No drugs.
Nope.
Back into the kitchen.
Okay. I'll just say to keep going with your high rolls. The guy who was chopping onions in here walks outside for a second.
Dry goods or any places that look like they could hide some stuff, like in the beer. I mean, we can't really check in the beer barrels, but...
Yeah. Make another perception or investigation check.
I'll go perception. On that one.
Yeah, you don't see anything. There are various vegetables, a basket of eggs, those scrubby things they clean griddles with.
Yep. Alright, I will head back to Bastion unless there's some other rooms.
That's really all that's back here, yeah.
Okay. What about at the tailor shop? What do we have to do with the sailors?
You do only have an hour of invisibility, by the way. I don't know how long this...
I mean, that
You
was
didn't
probably
tell
like
Caroline.
5-10 minutes.
No, yeah, I know. I'm letting Bailey know.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, I wouldn't need to go over to the tailor shop. That's a tomorrow thing. Yeah, so I'll head back to Bastion. Like, didn't really find anything except some. I smelled alcohol, but there were some measuring cups and funnels and some weird math equation.
I see. What do they look like?
I didn't. Garion didn't ask what the equation was, but
I mean, presumably Carolina...
I will explain. I will say what I saw.
Okay, yeah, does Bastion have any idea?
If you're still invisible, you could go off and peel it off the wall.
Sure.
Okay. Unless you want to try to remember it from...
Yeah, I took the funnels and
Yeah. Although I will say, moving this paper might, somebody might notice. The tape might peel off some paint or something.
well, if it has anything to do with the reason I came in here for, removing it would be just as good as destroying it. So I'll remove it.
Okay. You take the sheet of fractions. I think you said you took the water and some funnels and things, right? Okay. Bastion, looking at these, you could make a history check to see if you can make sense of these weird numbers.
15.
But a 15, Bastion, you can realize that these are... You see abbreviations for stuff, and you realize that this is going with water and measuring cups, that he is watering down the booze, very likely. And these fractions are how much water he can put in each kind of alcohol without anyone noticing.
All this correlates to is how he can water down the alcohol. This has nothing to do with any drugs.
That's scamming people, though.
Correct.
I mean, I had no intention of actually getting drunk when I was drinking the alcohol, but I mean, I'd be pissed.
And you didn't notice because the tankard of sobriety.
Well, yeah. It makes it taste like water anyway. So, well, I mean, I guess should I go put these back? Hey. That's a scam. I mean, this is an old lady that says that he's drug dealing. Maybe he's not drug dealing. Maybe he's just scamming. Because if he buys a bottle at a certain price, but then he jacks up the price and is only using a portion of the product.
I think it is unfair.
It is unfair. Maybe we just mentioned to him that his alcohol was watered down.
Well, it could be a matter of he simply needs the money to afford it. He is starting his own church, after all.
And Mother Rosanna asked you to find a way to discredit him. People wouldn't listen to his bad sermons anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to go put all this up back and have the paper on the floor.
A second paper of rumors? Or whatever
Oh.
you called it? Oh, the fraction paper. Okay, yeah.
Do I want to leave the paper, Bastion, or do I want to keep it? Because then it looks like we were snooping and stole it.
I think if it's not there, he'll understand that someone took it.
So I'll put it back in there and have it have fallen on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, stage it so like, the tape just fell or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Sneak back in there.
Okay. So, you have found out that Daniel DeJean is a Pellorian, and he's spouting his bullshit because he's tired of actual priests not doing anything.
Well,
And he's making money by watering down the alcohol to start what he sees as a common sense movement. But it is up to you whether you make him stop or use his gumption for good or evil.
yeah, and he's misguided.
And he thinks you are.
He's a very strange man.
He's a complicated man. No one understands him but this woman.
Also, it is 9, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
I'm sorry
I need,
that you weren't able to talk much.
That's just kind of Bastion.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it. I also think I feel like I need like a story refresher.
Yeah.
Because it's like I kind of get things, and then like I'll miss one session, and it's like, oh, dude, no, we're away from that. I'm like, and
Yeah,
also I apologize for missing so many sessions. My life's
it's
kind
okay.
of in the past couple of weeks. My life's been a little hectic because I thought I was going to grad school, then I wasn't going to grad school.
No, I totally
And
get
then
it.
Shit's been off in the fucking his house.
I can write you. Are you lost on just what we've been doing in town so far, or like the last?
I think just like a brief summary of like what's the current goal.
Okay.
Because like I know the NPCs are Pale's adopted family.
Yeah, they are his foster family. When his
Okay.
dad left,
And we
Folium helped
freed his
him.
dad,
Yeah.
and his
Yeah.
dad is now going home.
Yes,
And we freed his dad. Why?
because
Other than like we should.
yeah, it was kind of a destiny thing of
Mhm.
you knew that Emborium, the dragon who's friends with Adcodiment, possibly
Right.
came in contact with some Umberlian artifacts, and also you wanted to recruit him for the war against Golgari, and then
That's right. And
happened
we offered
to
him
to see his dad.
we offered him on Condiment, didn't we?
Yeah, and so Pale gave him Adcodiment, and he's going to go try to get Tiamat to resurrect her. And they are fairly open to the idea of being able to be unbothered on the material plane. But you don't know how much of a team player they're both going to be.
Yeah, they're both super powerful dragons, though. So like, you know.
It's Emborium
Also-
does want to go back to the material plane, and Adcodiment doesn't want to be fucked up by random adventurers again.
Right.
So it's tempting to them, but they don't know how truthful.
Yeah, because I remember Umberlease
Immortals
was
are
like,
gonna
I'm
be.
fucking tired of these goddamn adventurers fucking with me.
Mm-hmm.
Is the town, so the town we're in right now, is the town that Stephen Poyo, who's the champion of Merkul, is from.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Pellorian town?
Pellor is like the most widely worshipped god anywhere. But yes, the only established church in town is the Church of Pellor. People worship other things, but they're the
Right.
only ones who have enough people to actually have a church. And that's why the Umberlee people are building one sort of outside of town.
Wait, so Umberlee, they follow Umberlease?
Not the whole town, but there are Umberlee people here.
And that's the fire dragon guy.
No, that
the one.
is the goddess of the ocean.
Oh. Okay.
And so the goddess of the ocean, because Pale's family, Jade and Folium, are warlocks, she has their soul in her heaven, and so when they die, they're going to go be with her. And so the whole reason they had Pale like be a tier person and they raised him super strict and stuff was so that he could help them go get their souls back. So it's kind of manipulative, honestly, for your family to do that to you, but they want the gods to like him so they can all go on a quest to get their souls back. And they've been searching for leads on how to do that to make Umberlee happy enough to let them out of their contracts or to find a way to get their souls back otherwise. And they finally found a way with Umberlee told them, hey, something to make me happy enough to let you guys go is helping Davy Jones because somebody cursed his boat and so I can't contact my own champion anymore. And so you guys are trying to get the pan flute.
Which
And you have-
is why we got Seamus McShamuson.
Yes. And why you had to get the music book from
The
Emborium Dragon. Because
Okay.
Davy Jones's ship is guarded by a kraken.
Okay.
And so we need to chill the kraken out enough to talk to Davy
So-
Jones.
So we don't fight him. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, it's all coming together. The long con is visible now.
Yes, this is a long side plot. It's been
I mean,
going
well-
on. It's been going on since before you started playing, so it makes sense
Yeah,
that you don't.
and like that's another thing is it's like Bastion has like kind of hopped in right in the middle And I don't have any connections to the material plane other than the ones that I've made at the party and the ones that I made with my hands.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh, my brother's cousin's worst enemy.
I mean, you're welcome
that's who
to ask them. You're welcome to ask them those questions.
But Bastion doesn't know to ask.
Oh.
Well, because Bastion would be like, who's that? And then he'd get a long-winded story, and it's like, I don't know a whole lot of things.
And then it's more and more questions.
Yeah, and then it's like, we'd be here an hour.
We could assume that you guys have been, on the road. You could have been catching Bastion up this whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think there have been moments where Bastion's like, so why do you guys drink water?
Yeah.
And not
like the kids asking what a goblin is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's just like Bastion's just kind of like, more people.
I'm assuming you've been having those questions on the road and.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like, so how do you guys know each other? It's like, this is my family. It's like, I know what that word means.
Mm-hmm. There is some innate knowledge, but there is also much you do not know because you were buried for 6,000 years.
Yeah,
at least.
Give or take. Yeah. I sure do hope that the introducing myself as the second-born son of the guy who created the material plane never comes back to bite me in the ass. That would suck.
Yeah, you have told a lot of people that.
Yeah,
and most of them believe like, me. What?
Yeah.
They'd be like somebody walks up to you and goes, "Hi, I'm Jesus." Everyone's gonna go, but as long as you're polite, they're gonna be like chill about it.
I've had that thought before of like some of the people on UTA who will just walk up to you and probably be like, "Have you heard the good word?"
That's what you guys do all the time. All three of you do that.
Yeah.
Everyone you meet.
Okay, I will counter though that like theological questions don't exist. Like no one in the real world can like shoot lightning out of their hands and they're like, "Oh yeah, my grandpa fucked God.
Yeah.
That's why I can do this." But like in D&D, it's like I can make a prayer and I can just wish someone out of existence, and then that will actually happen, like in front of us.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh well, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's like, what's up?
We do talk to gods.
Yeah, we straight up have like conversations with them.
Like Pale has straight up seen Merkul's avatar.
Yeah. So like
it's one time I think Leo put a bunch of dragon bones on a table and you watched them turn into dust, and then Merkul wrote something to you with his finger with the bone dust. I don't remember what he said, but I remember that.
Probably some fucked up shit.
We all talked to the Verdant Prince.
Yes, you've spoken to Abba Lorifera multiple times.
And fucked his angels.
And you don't know who the fuck Carolina literally has fucked angels. Yeah.
And the courier is a god.
Yeah, I really am inclined to believe that.
That's up to you.
Nah, I feel like that's...
The courier is 100% a god. There's no way.
Fucking try praying to him, you know?
Either that or the courier is just a big reference to Fallout New Vegas.
I still think the courier is gone.
I'm never going to answer that question.
We know.
Look, okay.
Like, I keep seeing all these little shorts, it's like they're asking random questions, and one of them is, what is the funniest thing that your player characters have latched onto that you never intended for them to latch onto? The courier being a god is that thing.
Yeah.
It's the most random thing. He's a fucking god. He just comes out of nowhere.
Well, really, it was supposed to be a one-off because, like, how am I going to get this fucking information to them? And then I've used him because it's so easy for me to just tell you guys things. And then so now I've accidentally used him too much, and now he's a full NPC. And
yeah. He's a convenient way to move the plot along when we're lost.
Yes, and for King Henry to give you a shitload of money, because I forgot to pay off for like 3 levels.
And the funny thing is, it's like we have so much money that we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
What am I gonna buy with all this? I don't need weapons. I am a weapon.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with an axe?
You have so much magic shit that you could sell to have even more money you don't know what to do with.
I literally have max attunement slots.
Yeah.
And I'm an artificer. Like, I have increased attunement slots.
Yeah.
I have the Cloak of Protection that we got. Oh, I could just go buy a better Cloak of Protection,
Now
actually.
you guys are level 11 and you beat a CR 16 thing. That's nuts.
That's because I'm a filthy little min-maxer that has a 25 AC.
You guys are overpowered as fuck, but that's okay.
Well, to be fair, if I remember correctly, at the very beginning, you were like, no, you guys are eventually going to be gods.
Yeah, level 10 is when shit hits the fan, and I'm basically not going to level anything for you, so good luck.
Level what?
Like level 10, past level 10, you guys are like 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit's going to get fucking wild. About 15, it's going to be pretty nuts, going to be honest.
I can't wait to punch people and they just fucking explode.
You could do that now.
Yeah.
Punch a commoner, they will die.
Yeah, I do it minimum 9 damage a hit, which is 8 more health than a commoner has.
You could permadeath them. They cannot use that body again.
But then, you know,
if you do double
where
their
would I
HP,
be?
you don't even get death saves. You just crush their skull.
Yeah, Carolina just started threatening people before she kills them.
We did do the math on how many commoners bashing could kill to equivalent, and it was less than an hour. And that's just melee attacks. That's not spells.
Yeah. I need to go put in screenshots of my fucking ramblings trying to figure out how many hit points Pellor's avatar would have.
Just on the off chance we have to fight one.
Yeah, I'll put those screenshots in the video or something.
Yeah. See, Bastion, it's you and Pale are the hard ones to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to remain easy to hit because, you know, we don't want all saving throw attacks.
Yeah, and Pale doesn't do very much damage, but he has definitely saved you guys' asses over and over again.
Yeah, Pale's our unkillable medic, I'm our unkillable tank, and Carolina is our
Semi-killable.
semi-killable DPS. We're
Carolina's fallen twice though, to the fucking wyvern.
That was a long time ago, though. You've grown since then.
It was
like
level
level
7.
Level 7? Okay.
Man.
Yeah. Wyverns are like, what, CR5 each?
Yeah.
And I threw 3 at you guys? Level 7?
Yeah.
pop them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them attacked Carolina. Pale tried to make friends with it.
And to be fair, in that fight, I think you also had Henry and Wade there.
Yeah.
Though Henry has like 20 hit points and he's level 10.
Yeah, Henry dropped too.
Yes, because he got hit once. Yeah, Henry has a -3 con save. Or -3 con. He's very sick. But as the same as Deacon Dijon, he has gumption. And Thunderscrim is a very Spartan society. So
I go there and plant the idea into his head that he's read the I don't know what the book is called, but the Manual of Constitution 8 times.
oh yeah. Just get him a bunch of copies. Yeah. He doesn't need that because he's gonna get robo lungs, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I am working on them. I have the whole list of like everything Bastion's trying to make and like the progress and all that.
Yeah, we gotta roll a bunch of dice, like, because I'm assuming you're working on it every day, and then Yagami's helping.
Any chance that I get, yeah.
Yeah, so I think when you guys actually see Henry again, I'll go through how many days it's been. Because I think you've been working on that like since before you guys even went to the Feywild.
Yes.
So we need to roll. I think you'll have it done by then, but we need to roll for how good it is. And that's just going to be you and me rolling dice for like 30 fucking minutes.
Well, and then if that, because if that's done, then I would just be working on some of the other stuff.
Yeah, like boat.
Well, we also have I have Spine Fixer for King Henry.
Oh yeah, because
his spine is broken and he's
Yeah.
powered off the man too angry to die.
yes, and it's while he can keep himself alive, the things that you're making will allow him to thrive and not just survive.
Correct. So I have that. I have a body for Rune, and then I did have written down that I was trying to make a body for Angonimate.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really. Yeah, not anymore. And then we have all of the stuff for the spaceship.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know what that's going to be used for.
Yeah, I just remember that I'm supposed to go find a goblin.
Yes, you are supposed to find Grimgor, who is not a champion because there are no champions of the Dane, which is just the Force from Star Wars. And so he was one of the guys who banished Vecna and supposedly has a Philosopher's Stone because he realized at the end of the campaign that he was 30 as a goblin, so he was like about to die. And so he's just a monk that goes and does stuff, and it's rumored that he keeps in contact with Serial, who is the retired champion of Vivian. But occasionally he shows up in Golgari to talk to other monks there.
Yeah. Before Carolina goes to bed, she goes down to the bar and finds a random dude with a watch.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see you guys.
Bye. Do we want to pick up on you doing the Vivianite tradition of stealing a watch next time, or do you want to do it right now?
Next time.
Okay.
Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.